this is Karen Kirk, your favorite general manager of Wilmington Community Television. Again, this is Talk to WCTV, a live call-in program that is live on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. We're live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. to take your calls and questions and concerns about access cable television. By now you know us and you tune into us every Wednesday, but also know that you can catch us this repeated show on Thursday afternoons. Tomorrow, that's Thursday, Talk to WCTV will be shown at 2 o'clock. We have done Talk to WCTV for maybe 6 or 7 weeks now, and many people have stopped me on the street saying that they do watch. And for those who are watching right now, please feel free to call in at 657-4066 with your questions and comments about access cable television, about some of the programming that we produce. If you have some questions about courses and workshops. Also, if you have questions about when a particular basketball game will be aired, please feel free to call in tonight. That's Wednesday night, February 6th. Can you believe it's February already? And please call 657-4066. The phone line is open for your calls about access. What is access? For those of you who are new viewers to Talk to WCTV, access is when you, the viewer, has access to the equipment and access to the TV studio to produce programs for WCTV. Now, we're very happy to be able to give you the opportunity to use the equipment. We're also very happy tonight to have a huge crew tonight. We have 4 people behind the set who are new people who work here, new volunteers. Behind this camera right here, we have John McGuire, and behind this camera here, we have Marcia Romanowski. I'm sure a lot of you are neighbors of these 2 camera operators, and I encourage you to stop them on the street and ask them how they got involved in WCTV. Again, if you want to contact me and talk about WCTV tonight, the number here is 657-4066. The second night in a row, Mark Paolini is directing tonight's show, and Paul Dion is assisting him in directing. We're trying to groom Paul into becoming one of our directors. So we hope to have Paul as a director very soon of Talk to WCTV. We hope that Marcia and John stay on and decide to produce some of their own programs after tonight's show of Talk to WCTV. We have a lot to go over tonight. I don't have a guest, but we would like to say hello to our old director, Mark Blair, who is right now on the road with a new job. So we would like to say hello to him, and we are sorry that he couldn't be with us here tonight. We have a lot to go over. I'd like to tell you about our basic access class. We also have our very first letter that one of you viewers wrote in and asked a question. So I encourage all of you, if you would like to write in to Talk to WCTV, you can send it to Talk to WCTV, P.O. Box 35, Wilmington, Mass. 01887. You can send in letters about courses. You can write in letters about how you feel about the programming here. Hopefully the letters that you write are encouraging and helpful criticisms, because our goal at WCTV is to produce the quality programming that you would expect from a community television station. One thing I would like to say is that I think that a lot of you have been watching the programming that we produce here. And you may have seen a difference between the programming that you see at WCTV and the programming that you would see on the networks. The difference between the networks and WCTV is great. What you see on the networks is worldwide, global information. The programs that you see at WCTV are very local. You see your neighbors, you see your politicians, you see your selectmen, you see your school committee members. You also see your children, your husbands, your wives, your best friends. That's who you see on WCTV. That's why I enjoy working in community television, because I get to show the local information, the local news, the local sports. That's what makes WCTV so more important. No, not important. Engagingly different than network television. So I encourage you to get involved with local news, local sports at WCTV. That's why I am proud of community television. If you have some concerns, please feel free to write in like this person did, or call in at 657-4066, live on Wednesday night at 6. Okay, before we get to the letter, I'd like to talk about some of the programming that we've done in the past couple of days since you last saw us on Talk to WCTV. This week we have some very interesting programming. We have some programs that were produced by Arthur Zano, who is a volunteer at WCTV. His wife, Barbara, is very involved with the mountain dulcimer, and he did 2 programs that you will see on our community bulletin board. One is called Powers Music School Adult Party, and Barbara Zano and a co-dulcimer player did a concert. And I think it would be very interesting, especially for those of you who have never seen or heard a dulcimer. He also did a program with Barbara Zano, his wife, called A Musical Interlude with Barbara and Lucy on Mountain Dulcimers. So that is very similar to the party, and it should be very interesting, again, for those of you who don't know what a mountain dulcimer is. Arthur Zano has been very involved at WCTV for quite a while, and he's produced some very interesting programs, and we're very happy to have these 2 programs on channels 30 and 52. A couple of other programs that you may have seen are our sports programs. We have a few volunteers who are very involved in bringing you high school sports, high school basketball, both boys and girls, varsity and junior varsity, and the Wilmington Recreation Basketball League. We're very happy and proud to be able to bring you this sports coverage. We feel it's very important because, again, channels 4, 5, 7, they don't have the time to come out to Wilmington and videotape these basketball games, and we'd like to be able to bring them to you, the viewers at home of Wilmington, so that you can tape them and enjoy them for years to come. If you have some positive or negative criticisms about our basketball coverage, please call 657-4066 tonight. I just got finished with our upcoming program schedule for weeks to come. Some other programs that we're excited about are some Valentine's Day programs. The Boy Scouts, a certain Boy Scout group in town, will be coming to WCTV for a tour of the studio and to learn a little bit about TV production. One thing they will be doing is a Valentine's Day greeting. And the Valentine's Day greeting will be aired on February 14th, for those of you who don't know that is Valentine's Day, and that will be at 7:30. So the Boy Scouts will be sending their Valentine's Day greetings to you at home. Let's see, we're very, very excited about a program that occurred a couple of weeks back at the high school, and I know that a lot of the viewers who were involved with this program will want to see it on cable. I am talking about the Wilmington High School Parents Advisory Council sponsored fashion show. Now, a lot of you at home may have gone to the fashion show. There were over 400 people in the audience, but I'm sure that a lot of you will still want to stay at home and watch it. The fashion show will be aired on Thursday at 2:30, but I want to make sure that's right. Yep, at 2:30, and it lasts for an hour and 15 minutes. It will also be shown on Friday at 7 p.m. It will be shown on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. and it will be shown at intermittent times on Sunday afternoon. I encourage you all to watch. It will be cablecast many times after that, but I did want to give you those dates so you could mark them on your calendar for the next couple of days. Feel free to tape it off the air. If you would like a cleaner copy, feel free to give me a call and I will make a copy for you for your own personal videotape library. The fashion show was a wonderful success. Many students were involved, not only backstage, but also with the actual performing on stage. And the dresses and tuxes were not donated, but given to by some stores in the local area. So that's a very exciting show. We're very excited to be able to air it. Some people who were very involved in the videotaping and editing of that project were Sandra Curtin, PAC President 1991 Cheryl Soderquist, her husband Chester Soderquist. Oh, and we do have a call. Just a moment. Hello? No call. Please call back if you'd like to ask about Access Cable Television. That number again is 657-4066. I know a lot of you are very interested in the first annual Hall of Fame induction ceremony that was produced a couple of weeks back by our very own Paul Dion at the Sons of Italy. Copies are available, although it will be cablecast often. So if you'd like a copy of the Hall of Fame night, please again call me during the week at 657-4066. That's our programming. I would like to mention one more program that I just saw. Our ex-president, Charles Gilbert, who was a guest on Talk to WCTV a couple of weeks back, was wonderful to videotape a program just the other day. The AIM group, the Committee for Citizens with Disabilities, presented a guest speaker who is Dr. Carol Golub of the Wilmington Family Counseling Center. She spoke at the AIM group on Tuesday, and it was very interesting, and I think that a lot of you viewers at home would find it interesting too. That will premiere on Wednesday, February 20th at 6:30. So for those of you who couldn't attend Tuesday's meeting, I encourage you to watch that. Now I encourage you to watch programs that you didn't get to see, such as the fashion show if you couldn't make it out that night. But I also encourage you to watch a program that you may have attended anyway. It's fun to see yourself on television possibly. It's also fun to see something that you may have missed while you were looking at something else. So I encourage you to watch the programs here at WCTV, which are cablecast on channels 30 and 52. If you have any questions about the program schedule, when a show is going to be aired, please call me tonight and I'll be able to answer that question for you. Okay, I'd like to talk about our basic access class. Marcia Romanowski is a current member, and she's behind this camera right now. She's a current member, and she just learned camera operation, audio, lighting, and directing. They'll be finishing up with editing in just a couple of weeks, and then, for example, Marcia will be trained in all aspects of video production. We have a full class for the spring workshop, but if you'd like to join the summer class, please feel free to call next week or the end of this week to sign up for the summer workshop. I like to limit it to about 10 people in the basic access class, because I feel that anything more than that, the people don't really get a chance to use the equipment, actually hands-on training with the equipment. So I like to limit the class to around 10. So please feel free to call, but space is limited. As I was saying that Marsha had learned studio cameras, she also learned how to operate a camcorder. With that, she learned the tripod operation, audio, which not only encumbers the handheld microphone, but the lavalier microphone as well. We went over audio mixers, and this information might be new to you for those at home, but if you took the basic access class, you'd know exactly what I was talking about. Just the other night, Marsha learned about directing, and Mark Paolini, who's directing tonight, had taken a directing workshop this past summer, so hopefully he knows what he's doing. Do you know what you're doing out there, Mark? Sure you do. Okay, we're going to take a look at that letter. Again, this letter was sent to me. Talk to WCTV is the address, P.O. Box 35, Wilmington, Mass. 01887. Please feel free to write in a question or a comment or a criticism if you feel shy and you don't want to call. So let's take a look over this question. Okay, dear Talk to WCTV, I am interested in taking a video production class, but I took classes similar to this in college. I want to get into a career with video production, but I already know the basics. What can I do? And I'll try to keep it anonymous. Okay, so you took a basic class in college and you want to know a little bit more. We do offer annual advanced access classes. The advanced access class is for those of you who have taken the basic class either here or at college or in a different system and would like to learn more about video production. The advanced video production class is limited again to about 8 to 10, and with that you learn a lot more in depth about directing, about chroma key, and about editing. Now once you learn that, the class is broken up into 2s and 3s, and the 2s and 3s group produces a short program, no more than 15 minutes. That program will ultimately be aired on WCTV. I think that the advanced class is where a lot of the people get to really hone their skill and refine their editing technique. I think for those of you at home who would like to learn more about video production, that I think that the advanced class is for you. So if you feel like you've learned a lot in college, please feel free to sign up for the advanced class. In the meantime, though, you don't have to just wait and do nothing until the advanced class. In the meantime, come down. Use the equipment, get your hands on the equipment, and produce some programs. You don't have to just sit at home and say, well, the advanced class isn't until the end of the month, so I'm not going to do anything. Get your hands down here. Produce a program. I know that there's a lot of topics that are important to you at home that you feel should be on cable. Be the producer of that program, or be the director. Get some people fresh out of the basic class who would like to run camera for your program. I'm sure there's a lot of hands that want to do some work. Use those hands. Get some people involved and produce your own program in the meantime. So feel free to come down, sign up for the advanced class, but again, in the meantime, use this time to produce a program that's important to you. Now, if you don't know what program to produce, look through the newspapers. The Town Crier is a wonderful resource for new information, for goings-on around town. Use that information. Call the coordinator of that event, say, for example, the 4th of July committee, for example. Call the committee head and say, you know, can I come down? Can I videotape this event? Let's take this call. Hello, you're live on Talk to WCTV. Do you have a question?
Yes. When is the fashion show going to be aired again?
The fashion show will be aired on Friday, or no, I'm sorry, on, Whoops, I have the wrong schedule in front of me. The fashion show will be aired on Thursday, that's tomorrow at 2:30. It will be aired Friday, February 8th at 7, Saturday, February 9th at 2:30, and intermittent times on Sunday. I believe that's at 3 and 6:30 on Sunday, but I don't have that right in front of me. Okay, are you going to tape it off the air?
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Okay, great.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now that is probably one of the high school students who probably participated in the fashion show. So feel free to watch it on channels 30 and 52. Tape it off the air, or if you don't have cable, please feel free to call me and you can get a copy for your own video library. And that is the fashion show. And I told you that a lot of people would call in regarding the fashion show because it will be a very popular airing. Okay, again, if you have any other questions about Access, please call in 657-4066. We will be doing a lot of outreach this spring. We're going to be doing a lot of outreach. You'll see us in town a lot. We're hoping to be working very closely with the police department with a few programs, possibly with the fire department. We have a lot of things in the makings. So you will be seeing us around town a lot. For the moment, I am the only employee of WCTV, but there are a lot of volunteers to call upon. If you are a viewer at home and you know of an event that is happening, either call me or contact one of the many volunteers of WCTV and ask them if they would be interested in videotaping your program. I can't go out and videotape every program that I'd love to videotape, but there's a lot of volunteers who are trained and would like to produce a program. Many volunteers are also already working on a program of their own, so they may be busy. But if you'd like to come down and take a look at one of our volunteer lists, come down and see what you're interested in. Somebody might be trained in the camcorder, and that might be the skill that you're looking for someone to videotape your event. Otherwise, if all of our volunteers are busy or involved in another video piece, you may know someone involved in your program already who either knows video or has a camcorder themselves. All of our videotapes are the exact same type of videotape that you buy in the store, the regular VHS brand of videotape. So if one of your members of your organization or committee has a camcorder, ask them if they would be so kind as to videotape the meeting or the event and get the tape to me, and I would be more than pleased to be able to put it on WCTV. We like a lot of varied programming. We enjoy sports-oriented programming, family-oriented programming, informational and news. We're very excited about that. For those of you who are regular viewers of Talk to WCTV, you may have tuned into last week's show with Beverly Shea. She is the Wilmington High School librarian. She is very interested in getting many high school students involved at WCTV, and I would be very pleased to, is there an earthquake going on? I'd be very pleased to be able to train some high school students to learn how to use our equipment. I'd like to take a wide shot for a moment, and I'd like the viewers at home to be able to see our entire set. We just got a lovely picture of a seagull behind me, generously donated by Linda Corbett, who is a current member of the Basic Access class. She was so kind as to donate this lovely piece for our set. I encourage all of you who are getting their spring cleaning done to look through your attic, look through your garage. You may have a beautiful piece just like this. And if you're throwing it out, see if WCTV would like it first. would be very happy to use it for a set. So thank you, Linda Corbett, for the seagull. And Linda Corbett just got finished videotaping an event down at the town hall about recycling with Steven Sabungian. She's in the process of looking at it now, and she will be editing it very soon, so that will be on the air. Linda is very involved at WCTV, and she'll be getting ready to produce some future programs that are in the works right about now. She and I have been talking at great length about talking about future programs. So I encourage all of you to become as involved with WCTV as Linda Corbett is. So hello, Linda, if you are watching. Talk to WCTV is a wonderful way for current basic members to get involved with using the equipment. When I say basic members, I mean the basic access class. They have learned the equipment, but now they want to put it to good use. So I encourage basic access class members to sign up for future shoots. Either talk to WCTV or any other shoot that you may think of. Now, I came on board in September, and there were a lot of members who were involved before I got here in September. I hope that many of those members decide to come down, work a camera for a half hour, or start producing some of their own programs, editing some pieces together. We're very pleased to have John McGuire on board tonight, because he was a member before I got here. And when I got here, he was just a name on the database, but I'm very happy that he is here running camera with Marcia Romanowski. Have I said your name enough, Marcia? She's going to be walking down the street, and everybody's going to be saying, "Oh, Marcia, we heard your name on television all night long." At least they didn't see your face, Marcia, okay? we wouldn't want to embarrass you too much. Marcia is a very active member of the Basic Access class, and we're very happy to have her at WCTV. WCTV, again, can be seen every Wednesday at 6 p.m., and it will be recablecast on Thursdays in the early afternoon. If you want to prepare a call or a question for next week, you can call next week 657-4066. If you'd like to write a letter, I'd be very happy to read it on the air. Oh, we do have a call. Hello, you're live on Talk to WCTV. Do you have a question or a comment? No, okay. Please feel free to call again. That's 657-4066. This will be recablecast on Thursdays. As always, this show is sponsored by AAA Cartel Cleaning Company. We have a lot of things going on in the future in February. Tonight we have a producers roundtable. That's for those producers who have a program in the works but would like some feedback on their program. We have a selectmen meeting coming up on the 11th. That's live, as usual. We have a live school committee meeting on the 13th. Next week's guest will be Phil Nowlin. Hello, you're live on Talk to WCTV.
Hi, Karen. Congratulations on the job well done.
Oh, thank you. Do you have a question?
No, I just want to say you're doing a good job.
Okay, thank you.
You just sit there and not have anybody to talk to about the television.
Oh, I'm talking to cameras. I'm talking to Marcia.
And you do a very good job.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye. And we all know and love that caller, too. So tune in next week with our guest, Phil Nowlin, on Talk to WCTV. One more call. No, okay. Then we're going to close out tonight's show. For all my crew back behind the cameras and myself, Karen Kirk, the General Manager of WCTV, I'd like to say thank you and good night.